If you guys need FIFA 18 Ultimate Team coins, go and check out x3game.com. Their link will be down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. If you guys want to go and get your own real-life foot cards, then go and check out customfootcards.com down in the description. Use code CAPGUN to get yourself a discount. Not only can they make any card that's currently in the game, they can also make completely custom cards like this pro card they made for me. So go check them out, link in the description. You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome back to episode number 21 of Milan, Manchester, Madrid. Let's get it started. First things first, transfer list. We managed to sell off the 10 remaining items that were in our trade pile. Nothing really all that special going on in here, just a few players that I've been clearing out from the club, a few players that I sniped whilst I was bored, and we've got some player packs to open from having the Ronaldo edition of the game. So we've got a couple silver rewards, a Lone Team Elite pack and two 15k packs. Fingers crossed for something very, very good in it. And if you missed the Foot Champions reward packs that I opened in the last video, make sure you go back and watch them because it was lit, literally lit. And we made a huge signing. Now we've got a Danish player to start us off. Is this guy, he's also from Bromby, so he might be going for absolute tons. He is! Look at that for a reward pack, 8k! 8k! Oh my god, knowing what's going on in these marquee matchups and these squad builder challenges, whatever it is so important because that is, I could have easily stored that to club and this marquee matchup and stuff is actually expiring at the end of the day. I think there's also something that you need Bromby players for. It might be one of the legends that you need Bromby players for. But yeah, if you miss that and the squad builder challenge expires, you're going to miss out. If you want to know what players are actually selling because of squad builder challenges, I have a section in my Discord called Squad Builder Challenge FIFA Players or something like that. The link to that is down in the description. Go check it out, go join the Discord, and you can see basically every time there's a new squad builder challenge that's, you know, made live, we remove the old stuff that's not worth anything anymore, and then we put all the new stuff that is worth something in it, so you can keep up to date and you can clear out your clubs and you can do the bronze pack method. There's a whole load of stuff you can do with that, so make sure you go and use that. Really disappointed with my record. Obviously I played absolute garbage in this weekend league. This guy's not going for anything, that's fine, we'll keep him for a time that he does go into some sort of squad builder challenge. Yeah, so really disappointed with how I played. I'm going to try and be a lot more positive in future when I'm playing the weekend league because you guys don't like it when I moan, and I don't like it when I moan. It's just a reflex, and I think that a lot of people sort of relate to it. But one thing I really want to do is change my mentality. I became a lot more level-headed this weekend, but I was still very negative when I was losing. So I'm going to try and stay a bit more positive for you in future on that front, and I'm also going to be I think I'm going to be splitting up the Foot Champions game, so 20 on one day and 20 on another video, and split them up throughout the thing. That will take pressure off me over the weekend to upload them all and edit them all and play them all and everything, and it will also mean that there won't be so much Foot Champs in one episode, and they'll be sort of spread out a little bit. The first 15k pack doesn't really give us anything. It gives us Xhaka. We got Perfect Link! Perfect Link! Look at that, that's actually a hyperlink because that is two players in the same position for the same club, with the same nationality. Very nice. Xhaka. What are we saying, Xhaka? You selling? You selling? Might get a cheeky 1,500, maybe a cheeky 1,000, maybe a cheeky 800 coins for him. Anything else that we could sell, potentially? We've got an Antonelli. Obviously, we've already got him. Maybe he'll sell. I'll pop him on the transfer list. No point discarding him. No point discarding him. Who knows? We might be able to get some coins for him. And then the final 15k packs. I'm thinking that we're going to get nothing again this week. We haven't had anything in these packs so far, so why would we start now? No, again, no boards. Pretty disappointing, but at least I've been able to give you a recap on what's happened or what's happened so far. And we made some coins from that, of course, silver player. What's this? Oh no, he's in the Polish league. He's not going to go for anything. Same with this guy. So yeah, now you know what's going to be happening. Oh, we've got Mendy in the pack. He might sell. And what we're going to be doing for the rest of the episode is basically whatever my live stream decides and wants me to do, whether it's trading, whether it's Foot Champs, not Foot Champs, sorry, maybe we could do the Foot Champs tournament, maybe we get that prize, or maybe we'll do Foot Draft, or maybe we'll do, I don't know, whatever it is, the stream's about to decide. Let's get into it. So the first thing we decided to do as a stream was go away and do a bit of a club clear out. Now you need to clear your club out very often. Now the reason for this is because as squad builder challenges come out, new players are required for those squad builder challenges to unlock packs, and therefore the players that have changed and are now required are going for something. Now if you're struggling to work out what goes for something, go over to my Discord. There is a link down in the description, and all you have to do is go to a text channel called Squad Builder Challenge Players, and there is a whole list list of what is selling every time a new squad builder challenge comes out, so you are always up to date on what is selling. So you just go through your club, clear things out as and when you have times, and you'll make a whole load of coins, because, you know, sometimes silver players that you have in your club, they go up in value. You'll be able to sell them for like maybe 2-3k. Bronze players, good non-rare gold players, just cards that you're not going to use, you can make a whole load of coins on. So definitely worth checking that list out in the description. Now I have to apologise for my hoarse voice. I've only just woken up, and it's very difficult to commentate when you've just woken up, as you know, your voice goes hoarse. As your vocal cords warm up, they'll be better and more regular sounding, but quite hoarse right now, and yeah, a little bit gravelly. But anyway, the stream decided that we wanted to do a draft, and as you can see, we chose the 4-3-3-2 formation. We got De Bruyne as our captain, and then it's like a case of, do we take Lukaku or Jesus? In hindsight, maybe I should have taken Jesus because I get a lot of Man City players, but overall, you know, Lukaku was high rated, so I thought let's try him out, and we haven't actually used him in this series so far. Now you can see that we get Ronaldo, but unfortunately we just don't really get the La Liga players to put around him. So what I end up doing is I sort of just choose all BPL players from this point onwards, or La Liga players when they come up, and just try and build the best team possible from that. It turns out quite well, because we do get a full BPL side. I think we end up getting, I think it's Mane at left wing, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong on that. We definitely get, oh, it's Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez, even better than Mane. We get at left wing, and then the rest of the players sort of just fall into place. We get Coutinho as well to bring on as a midfielder. And when you're building a team, I would highly recommend, especially in draft, that you try and build a full chemistry team no matter what the players are that you get. Because no doubt, if you build a full chemistry team, you will have reserves or substitutes that can help you get a better team. So, for example, I've taken Ronaldo off, but I know I'll be bringing him on in-game and potentially moving some players around, probably bringing Sterling off to bring Ronaldo on for him. Because, you know, if you can get full chemistry, your player's going to play at the best level of their ability, and that includes the subs. So even if you put like a left wing in that has no chemistry whatsoever, and then put Ronaldo on in his place, Ronaldo will continue to play on that chemistry, or so that is what I've been told in previous FIFAs. Now you can see here we finally get our manager. It comes out as a 185 draft. We've got Ronaldo, De Bruyne and Azpilicueta as our best players, and a pretty nice team. I was thinking, you know what, this is a good solid squad. Maybe we can go the whole way and win this one. Now, this is what I'm going to be planning to do in game. As you can see, we're going to put Sanchez at the right wing. We're going to put Ronaldo at the left wing. And then we're going to bring Coutinho in for Lamina. It's a slightly overly attacking midfield, in my opinion. But I think we should be able to get away with it. The reason that I really didn't like it was that all of the centre mids either has shadows or hunter cards on them, which just isn't. It doesn't scream greatness when you want someone a little bit more defensive, especially since my CDM Fellaini had a hunter card on him. Anyway, our first opponent is using a 5-back formation team. Had Littmanen up front, and he was a bit of a tricky one to deal with, as Fellaini puts in an absolutely awful couple of tackles there. What am I doing? He deserves to score after that, because that was just absolute garbage defending. Diego Lopez gets a hand to it and actually puts it into the back of his own net. What an absolute champ. What an absolute champ putting that in the back of the own net. Anyway, Lukaku responds pretty quickly. Fantastic shot from outside the box, just turning around, gets the shot off, and it does end up in the back of the net. Look at this, good hold-up play again from Lukaku. Coutinho comes through as a brought him on, as a substitute, and he finesses that one home and actually gets us the win there. You know, we end up getting a final goal with Ronaldo on the break, but it was Coutinho's goal that did crack this guy open, and he does eventually rage quit. So there you go. First round of the draft already won. And some people may not like draft in this series, but I think it's a totally legitimate way that you can make coins, purely because, you know, I can enter the draft with coins. I don't have to use FIFA points. I'm risking those coins to potentially get a bigger return. If I don't get a bigger return, well, that is just part of the risk of playing draft. I mean, it's not the most I guess it's not the most solid way of getting coins, because you can only really use this sort of tactic if you're really good at the game and you think you can win maybe like 1 in every 2 drafts. I'm not sure I'm good enough to win 1 in every 2 drafts, but I do believe that I can win enough drafts to make coins out of it, or get at least to the semi-finals or the finals every single time. But you can see here, we're actually in a game and we're 1-1 at this moment. Diego Lopez makes a save after we juke him, make him go down the middle. If you haven't tried this technique for penalties, then I would highly recommend you try it. Juke left and right, and then just stand in the middle, because most of the time they'll go down the middle because they'll think you're going to dive because you're actively moving left and right. We end up conceding, unfortunately. multiple goals here. It just went all downhill from this point. I think we end up losing that one 4-1, and yeah, it's just a bit unfortunate there. So we do get a couple of prizes, nothing to shout about. A gold pack, a premium gold pack, and a silver players pack, I believe. So let's have a look at what we get inside. Non-rare gold in the first pack, as you would probably expect from a regular gold pack. Not great. Our record's not looking too great after this weekend league performance either. I really want to try and repair that. We end up opening our silver players pack, which was probably the most valuable pack that we got out of the three, because silver players do actually go for something a majority of gold players just go for like 300 or 400 coins, which is discard. We get Gabriel, who's actually one of the Milan players we already have in our club, which was pretty nice, and he does sell for about 1,000 coins as well. So decent stuff there. We get 1,000 coins back from that pack, but overall we are definitely not going to be making money back from the packs that we have opened. There are a few other players in this pack that do actually sell, but unfortunately nothing really to write home about. I think we got a whole load of, well, I think we got a couple of Mexicans, but that was about it, the only ones that would have sold. And the final gold pack gives us absolutely nothing. We get Willy Caballero, and we get a silver Luxembourg player, if you're wondering what that flag is. A Luxembourg player. And you can see from the club clear out that we did actually manage to sell some stuff. The most important one was the Brondby player. Brondby players are currently going for like 7 or 8k, so managed to sell a Brondby player that was just in my club. I think I got him a silver gift pack a couple weeks ago. Sold him for like 8k. He's a silver player, for goodness sake. It's absolute madness, and that's why you need to keep checking your club. Now we're going to give the Milan team a run out. We go into the daily knockout tournament. Everyone was saying, Tom, we haven't seen you use the Milan team in absolutely ages, and we've of course got that Red Brozovic recently, so I wanted to try him out. So we're going into a game. Info McCarty up top, of course. You've all seen this team a couple of times over the series course. And look at this. What a touch from McCarty to take that away from his body and open up the space to put that one into the back of the net. 1-0 in the 7th minute. Looking like we're going to easily win this game. But Paulinho has different ideas as he scores an absolute blaster. It bounces just in front of the goalkeeper. I don't think there's anything you can do about it. And yeah, it's looking not all that good because we're in extra time. We had to go to extra time against this guy in the first round of the daily knockout. And he scores. What is going on from outside the box? Oh, so frustrating. But we keep on ploughing on. You can see here that João Canelo gets into the box. He crosses that one. And there's Brozovic. You've got to finish that. And he does. So we end up going back to 2-2. Which probably means we're going to a penalty shootout. As you can see, we've saved one penalty already of his. Can we make it another? We do indeed. So that is the second save out of the 3. Turns out that I'm actually quite good at guessing my opponent's direction. Not so good at taking the penalties, although that one was pretty good. Not so good at taking the penalties, but I'm actually quite good at saving them, as you can see. Already saved 1 penalty in this episode, and now we've actually managed to save 3 there out of the 4 that he took and won us the game. So that's pretty good. So out of the, we conceded 1 penalty out of 5 and saved 4 of them so far in this episode, which isn't too bad. So saving, I'm all right at, but taking, not so much. I do kind of fluff them quite often, put them wide, hit the post, things like that. Very difficult, very delicate thing that you've got to deal with there. Anyway, we get into this. We're playing a 4-3-2-1, so a formation that I'm much more familiar with. We get ourselves Neymar at the left wing position, Willian at the right wing position, and then we get informed De Gea at goal. We've also got Bale as one of the backups, I guess. You know, we can't not take Bale. We take Felipe Anderson, which was probably a mistake, because I probably should have taken Sterling there. I would have been able to get a lot more chemistry on Aguero. But we're going to keep on trying. We do get Mane there, so that's good. That brings our sort of like Aguero up to full chem, which is probably the most important player on the entire pitch. If you're not scoring goals, how will you ever win? Now you can see that we're going for a full BPL side once again. It just seems to develop that way every single time. As I like to get full chemistry, it's best not to try and build hybrids. This is a practice in trying to win, not trying to just get the highest rated draft or get the best players in. I'm trying to win every single draft, so that's why I go for the most solid team possible. Hardest decision in this draft was whether I wanted to take Ronaldo or Azpilicueta. I opted for Azpilicueta. The reason for that is I would have had to use, I can't remember, it was Evans at centre-back if I hadn't opted for Azpilicueta. So I thought, you know what, better to use Azpi, and that is how the team is going to end up sort of looking after we've finished everything. We end up getting our manager. It's our 186 this time, so slightly higher than the last draft, and that should equate to more chance of actually winning. Now you can see how I'm going to quickly show you what I'm planning to set up in game. So our midfield looks way too attacking at the moment, and I'm not really into Milner playing left back, so I'm going to use the Inform Meunier at that left back position, and then we're going to bring on Bale and Neymar as the game proceeds. Probably bring them on sort of like after half time, potentially bring Bale on in the midfield, because you're about to see some very, very special stuff from some of our attackers. And I didn't actually want to bring those two on because they were doing so well. So, let's get into the first game of this draft and see what we are coming up against. It is a pretty bad looking 3-5-2 when I've got 3 up front. I'm thinking, yes, we've already won this game, because 3 at the back versus 3 up front just does not equate to you winning games. I really just don't think it does. And look at his chemistry. I mean, it's just awful. He has good players, but the chemistry is just terrible. So you can imagine that his team's not going to play particularly well, especially his goalkeeper. He's got 55 chem, for goodness sake. He hasn't even got a higher rated team as us. And we've got full chem, so it just shows how mad that is. Look at that for Aguero's goal. Lovely ball threaded in from De Bruyne, and a great little chip over the goalkeeper to make it 1-0. Getting very, very into these little dink balls. Unfortunately, we do end up conceding pretty much instantly. Alexis Sanchez is the one that puts that one into the back of the net. But we come back strong, and this was like quite a crazy game, I'm not going to lie. Because our midfield was so attacking, it meant that we really did struggle defensively throughout this tournament. But the attack was so good, will it end up costing us? We'll have to see. We're 3-1 up at this point, and I thought, you know what, chop the rest of the goals out. Although the game does end 6-3, it was pretty much over at the point where we scored the third goal. So I thought, you know what, don't show all of the goals. We don't need to show. There's a lot of draft, a lot of gameplay in this episode, so I didn't want to bore you all with it. Now you can see the next team we're coming up against is a 4-3-3 La Liga team, but he has a random left back playing in his squad that is silver. He does, however, have Messi and Ronaldo. He probably has people on the bench to bring on for his striker. But look at Willian in this game. He just was all over it. He scored 1 goal in the first minute. He scored another in the 4th minute. And will you believe it? He had a hat-trick before the 20-minute mark. In fact, before the 12-minute mark, he had a bloody hat-trick. 11 minutes in, he scored. This guy did make something of a comeback. He did get a couple of goals, but we ended up winning 4-2. And unsurprisingly, it was actually Willian that got the 4th goal as well. So that is the first 2 rounds completed. We're now into the 3rd round, a much more formidable team. He has Messi, he has Suarez, and he has that new icon Schmeichel in goal with, of course, Sergio Ramos and Isco. Some very, very strong players in there. But I thought, you know what, we can probably still win. We're going to have to do some dirty little stuff against that Schmeichel to be able to score, because I'm sure he'll be a great shot stopper, and you'll just have to score the ones that are really close. Unfortunately, this game was very laggy. I don't want to make excuses, and I'm not really making excuses, as you'll soon find out. But it was very, very laggy, and I hate playing in the lag. I'm going to always look for players that are from the UK in the draft from now on, because I just don't want to play against anyone who isn't from the UK, because of course the lag is much more likely to happen in those games. And the way you can tell that is by what their draft is called. If it's called Draft Squad, that means they're from England, or they have English language there. If they have anything else like Draft Selectee or Draft Equip or something like that, that means they're from somewhere else. Now you can see here we're 2-2 at this point. Willian, good work, and Aguero gets the winner in extra time to make it 3-2. Very, very fortunate, because that game was hard as hell. And we do end up walking away with a place in the final. Will we win the final? Well, we're going to find out right now, because we're going straight back into it to see who we come up against. It looks like an average team, but he does, of course, have players to bring on. And he has a very quick set of centre-backs there, because he's playing Jordi Alba and DeMarcos. Is that DeMarcos? I think it's DeMarcos at the centre-back position. So much faster than your regular centre-backs. Anyway, let's go in and see what happens. He does bring on Ronaldo. He does bring on Neymar, I think, at the left mid and cam positions. But you can see here in the 55th minute, we put the ball through from Bale, who is playing centre mid, to Mane, and Mane gets a very nice finish there to make it 1-0. And look at this, double whammy. We hit the double hitter right there. Meunier, who brought on, of course, for James Milner, comes on, and look at, what's he doing in the box there? He's gambling. I love that. He's gambling. And it makes it 2-0. And then we pretty much finish him off here with the 3rd goal from Willian, who, of course, we kept on after him scoring 4 goals in 1 game. We kept him on pretty much every game for the rest of that. Alrighty, we came up big, and we've won the FUT draft. Crazy. Lag, like, comebacks. And then we comfortably win the final after we scored in the 56th minute. We just literally just cruised after that. Let's have a look at what we're going to get. Oh, my goodness. We got a 50k pack. Yes! Yes, that's a good reward. That's a very good reward. Right, so let's head to our trade pile. As you can see, we sold 46 iron. We've been doing a lot of bronze pack method today. We got some decent stuff, including this Jones, which sold for 1.1k. We got that guy that sold for 800 coins. We found this guy in our club. If you've got him in your club at the moment, go and get him. Sink Graven. We got a 2.9k for him. Got 1.2 for Mason Clark right there. Of course, lots of championship players are selling at the moment because of the new squad builder challenges that are out. So let's have a look at see if there's what's left. We haven't got much left, just a few things. So we'll put those back up in a minute. Let's go open these packs because that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. As long as it will update the store. There we go. Okay, the gold pack. What we got to get in the gold pack? I'm thinking nothing, but miracles do sometimes happen. Yeah, it's nothing. Miracles do sometimes happen. In fact, you know, I think we've opened every single pack and it's been a non-rare so far today. So, Julio Cesar. I don't. Well, he's from Benfica. Maybe 900. Yeah, you get him that 900 coins for him. Okay. Marksman card's decent. Not sure if these guys sell. Anyway, we'll get rid of the rest of this garbage. We don't need any of that. We've just hit 300 wins. That draft has taken up to 300 wins. We're 300 for 113 at the moment. Really, I'd like that to be 300 for 100, but a little off the pace because I keep losing, basically. That's such an obvious thing. Right, without further ado, EA, bless me, please. I beg. It's boards. Come on. Come on. Belgian. Left mid. Has. Oh, yes! What a pack. We will take that. We will take that any day of the week. Not only because it's a great player that would sell for a hell of a lot of coins, but he's actually a player that we need. Is there going to be anything else in this for us? Let's have a look. Lallana, Mahrez, that's actually a sick pack. I mean, we got three boards players in this 50k pack. That makes me want to go and actually play some more. I'm not sure how much Lallana and Mahrez are going for. But Carrasco surely is selling, yeah, he'll be selling for like a good 20, 30k, surely. Okay, 16k. I mean, that pays back the draft itself. Obviously, we're not going to sell it, but we'll get most of our coins back from these guys here, Mahrez and Lallana, I would imagine. So, yeah, that is epic. That is legit epic. Awesome. Awesome rewards. Awesome rewards for once. Well, that lovely pool means that we can go and put that brand new Carrasco in our team. There we go. My club. Boom. Look at that. 4-star, 4-star, 88 pace, 79 shooting, 78 passing. You know this guy's going to be an absolute monster. It's first owner. We're laughing. We're actually laughing. And of course, that does mean that Carrasco is going to get that check mark on the checklist and propel us further forward in the series. Off the back of that success, we went and played another draft. We weren't quite as successful this time, getting to only the second round and getting knocked out. And I was like, oh, that's a waste of 15k. That's the Carrasco in that pack not worth it anymore because we've just lost 15k. We opened the packs up. We got a silver players pack, which is, as I said, I think earlier, probably the way you're going to get the most value out of these sort of like bad packs. You'd be better off opening silver packs than you would sort of like non-rare gold packs. That is for absolute certain. Well, we got a little bit lucky, I'm not going to lie. We got very, very lucky on one of these. Not as lucky as you're probably thinking. I didn't pack Ronaldo or anything. But in this non-rare gold pack, we zoomed down to the end. We're like, where's my rare item? Where is my rare item? This pack is dreadful. Where is my rare item? So we scrolled to the end. And as you can see, we actually get ourselves a draft token. So that actually pays back for that whole 15k that we just lost. And maybe we can make it up in the next draft. We are going to, of course, play another draft. And we even got a little bit luckier still because we got a boards player in our 7.5k pack. It wasn't anything too spectacular, but it was De Rossi, who does sell for maybe 2 or 3k. So we won the draft and then we got knocked out in the second round. Our second round packs were probably just as valuable as winning the drafts packs. Like, we got Carrasco's about 12, 15k. And then we got in the next one a draft tokens worth 15k and a whole load of other stuff as well. Anyway, we've sold most of the stuff from our club. We're on 494,000 coins. I think we started the episode on about 480,000 coins. So haven't made all that many coins, but you know, we're trying our hardest and we spent a lot of coins on draft. Now you can see that I have been picking up championship players and selling them on for some decent coins. You can snipe them quite cheap and then sell them on. I will show you a clip of me doing that in just a second. But first, a lot of people have been asking to see the stats of the players. So here we go. Let's arrange by how many games played. This, of course, does include some of the Serie A players in there because they're on the bench. We got Matic on 209 games played, Valencia on 203, Bailey on 202, Smalling on 184, Mickey and Martial pretty much on the same number of games, 159 and 158. And as you can see, they're on very, very similar goals. We got 101 for Mkhitaryan, 100 for Martial. It's actually Gabriel Jesus, who's bringing up the rear there, he's only scored 60 goals in 114 appearances, which is a lower ratio than both our right wing and left wing there. The guy who scored the most goals in our club, Eder, 118 goals and 123. I think those stats are a little bit skewed because of how many squad battles I played with him offline games and how many goals he scored in those. And then you can see the rest of the sort of stats coming up. You got Pogba there with 10 goals in 34 appearances with 5 assists. It's a case of what has De Bruyne managed to do, because we got him about the same time. He's actually done a lot worse than Pogba. As you can see, he scored 6 goals in 46 appearances, and he's only scored or got 8 assists. So he's got a few more assists, but the goals he scored are a lot less, and he is the one that is told to, or instructed in my club to sort of go forwards. Now, a good player there, you can see, is Icardi. He had managed to get 14 goals in 11 games, so that's very impressive. And here's just a little snippet of me doing some sniping. Obviously, I'm not going to show you everything I sniped, because there's just way too much of it, and it's only small coins, small beans, each card that you do pick up. I think that we picked this guy up. We're picking him up for 300 coins and less. This guy was going for about, I think we got him for 250. He looks like he's going for a best part of 750 coins, or maybe a little bit more. As you can see, I'm listing him up for 800. And moving on to the next player, we're going to do a couple of searches. You can see it happens so quickly. There's another one. We pick it up. It's the striker from Hull, Diamonde. He's not going for much. He's only going for 400 coins. But, you know, you take it. It's like a mixed bag. You get one that's worth 800. You get one that's worth 400. Then you get every so often you get one that's worth 1,500. So it really just depends on who you get. Okay, we're back, boys, and as you can see, Marquee Matchups has been released. We've done all the teams for it. I don't think there's all that much profit to be made in this this set of Marquee Matchups, but there is some good, nice rewards. So we got a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack from that one. What do we get from this one? I think we get a Rare Gold Players Pack. Is it gold? It's just a Gold Players Pack, which isn't the best. Claim that reward. We got the Greece versus Croatia. Very, very simple stuff to do. Not particularly difficult. I mean, I think we did it in about... We did it in 16 minutes, and that's because I was waffling on and talking to the stream. But you can see there, that's the sort of level of thing that you need to put in for that one. Claim a reward. And we've got Marquee Matches completed, which means we get the Premium Gold Players Pack. Fingers crossed we're going to get something good in these packs. Obviously, the transfer list is still doing its thing, and we've sold more stuff. We'll probably go and try and list or get rid of some of the stuff from our club in a second, just to see if there is anything that does need to sell. Alright, Jumbo Silver Pack, we'll start it off with that. Come on now. Oh ho ho! Is it going to be good? Okay, he's from the Bundesliga. There's not really anything from the Bundesliga that you can really use at the moment. Although we do have... Nice! Okay, so we have an FC Krasnodar player. Now, I know that they're selling... But I've done that one myself, so I'll put that on the trade pile. Anything else? We've got Serie B, MLS. He might sell, but I'll hold on to him for now. RSL. He might sell as well. Right, we'll put him on the trade pile. Right, let's see if there's anything else that we want to... Yep, okay, we'll just keep everything else in there. That's nice. Not bad. Okay, I think... Gold Players Pack. Okay, I'm going to go Gold Players Pack. Let's go. Gold Players Pack. What's it going to give us? Nope, no boards. No boards. No bother. Please, let it be good, though. We got Pickford. It could have been good. Anything from any of the leagues that are selling at the moment? Serie A, Bundesliga, Premier League. He might sell. Civelli. He might sell. The America player. You know what? I'll put him on the trade pile. I'll also put this guy on the trade pile. MLS. Championship. He might sell. Okay. And we got, obviously, Pickford. And Sen might sell as well, so I'll put him on the trade pile as well. We'll sort all that out in a bit. Store the rest for future squad builder challenges. Jumbo Premium Gold Pack, let's go. So this is a 15k pack. Could we be about to see something big? No, it's no boards again. No boards again. Unbelievable. What is the game doing to me right now? Oh, hello. We do have the New York City goalkeeper. I don't think he'll be selling right now. And even if he is, I don't know if I will sell him. I mean, he looks like he's going for over 1,000 coins. 600, okay. But I think we can probably get more for him when the MLS Squad Builder Challenge comes out. So we'll store him for a later date. And we got a Zenit player as well, so get rid of that. Let's get rid of all of that. And then we can put these two guys in the trade pile. Move straight on to the next pack. Come on now. Help your boy out. Rare Gold Pack or the Premium Gold Players Pack. I'm going to open the Rare Gold Pack last. I like them better than these. They're both 25k packs, but I like the rare ones better. No boards on this, so that's going to be a disappointing pack, I would imagine. Unless it's got Jesus or someone like that in it. Goretzka? No, it's going to be Castro. Okay, Castro sells for like 1,000. Maybe 1,200. Not the best. Not the best. This guy, however, may very well sell for something. Yeah, he's like 1,000 coins. It's good to be able to identify these guys straight away. And am I looking for this guy? I'm looking for certain players. Quatera. Liga MX. No, we're not looking for this club, so I can sell that one. Okay. That Pavon might sell. Let's just put him on the trade pile as well. Argentinians just seem to sell. Store that. Trade pile that. And then the rest of that. Right, okay, so this is the big pack. This is the big one. Rare gold pack, all rare. 12 items. So, fingers crossed, this is where we're really hoping to get the player. It is the last pack as well, so we've got to get the player here. And we don't get anything. God damn, when will these marquee matchups start paying out? Everyone's tweeting me pictures of them getting icons and stuff. And here's me getting Guerrero as my best player. Wow. And there's not even going to be any silver players in here. Oh, we have got a Zenit player, though, which is good, because we're actually trying to finish off the Zenit Squad Builder Challenge at the moment. Okay, so I can just make a note of that. Where's Zenit? Yeah, we'll just put a little one next to that. We did get Balassi as well, but again, we'll probably save all of that for another time. So there you go. There are the Squad Builder Challenge packs from marquee matchups. Were they worth it? Yeah, probably just about, but not all that. But that's because most of it was in my club already, so not really worth it. But anyway, there you go. Alright, we are going into our final draft. Yes, the final draft of the day. I do like to play quite a lot of draft during the week because it is just interesting and does give you a chance of getting some very, very good players out of the packs. Although that hasn't quite happened for us yet. I'm sure it will happen in the future as we go through this series. Now, you can see I'm trying to choose what formation I go with. I go with the 4-3-3 attack. We choose Messi as our centre forward because he actually defaults going into the cam position rather than the striker position, which is very nice because that means that you can still get a very good striker, or you can play Messi at striker. For the striker position, we do actually get ourselves Benzema. I was thinking of taking Aguero, but I was like, you know what? It'll probably make the team very, very difficult to build, and I wanted to get Ronaldo, I wanted to get Bale, so I thought if I took Benzema, that would be the best thing to do, because then we could just build a full La Liga team. At left wing, we end up getting Neymar. I ended up taking him because I thought, well, we can take him off if we need to, and we can use him as a substitute. We take Bale at the right wing position. And it's all looking pretty good at this point because we've got 3 very, very high rated players, maybe 3 of the highest you could possibly get at this point. And then we get De Gea informing goal. But after that, we just stopped getting La Liga players, which made it kind of tricky to build a team. So I was looking at what I've got and I was like, how can I build this team out? You saw that I got Sané there. And down the line, we actually pick up a Silky Ilky Hunderwan. We had a couple of choices of what we wanted to do at that sort of like left wing position to try and get on full chem. I could take Sansone, I had Payet, I had Evra, so I could have gone through the perfect links going around that area. But I think what I ended up doing was I ended up taking Silky, putting Sané in at left wing, and then using a Plattenhardt, there you go, the German left back. And quite fortunately, I get Mustafi as one of my centre backs, which made it a lot easier. So I take Valencia here because he's just too OP not to take, and we had Lindelof who would get chemistry for him. And you can see how the team sort of builds out from that point. The only person that's not really on full chemistry is Messi in this, and of course actually Valencia as well. In fact, there's quite a few. Kovacic's also not on full chemistry. I apologise for that. But that's sort of how the team looks. And I was planning to obviously bring on Neymar at some point as well. Probably at that left wing position once Sané gets tired. But Sané's actually a very, very good player. Very strong, very quick. And can do a lot of damage to your opponents if you let him. Especially if you get just a straight line run down and you've got enough space to shoot a cross goal. Those can be absolutely deadly for you. Anyway, you can see here we get a La Liga manager, so we pick him to boost up the players that we've got. And we end up with another 186 draft. We always manage to get the 100 chemistry, which is always what I'm looking for. And I'd rather take sort of like I'd rather have a 184 with 100 chemistry than like you know, an 89 rated team with, you know, 70 chem, because I think that the 184 would probably perform better. So here we go into the first round. I have to say this is probably the craziest draft run I've ever had. So yeah, some special stuff coming up for you. You can see he's got Thiago, this guy, he's got Benzema, he's got Dele Alli, he's got David Silva. Pretty nice team. He's got Icon Hernandez. And we took the lead early on through Silky. Ball banged across from Messi into his feet. The goalkeeper couldn't reposition quickly enough. There's Sané, that left foot deadly into the top right-hand corner, unsavable there for our opponent's goalkeeper, and then we pretty much finished him off here with the third goal. Messi, how do you do that? The ball is under your feet, bro. You should not be able to score like that. We end up winning that game 5-0. I didn't think showing the rest of the goals when we were 3-0 up was really worth it. And here's another little sniping technique. This one isn't working anymore, though. I literally used it yesterday, tried to use it today, and the players aren't going for the same prices anymore. Yesterday, all of the Serie A right-backs, gold ones, were going for 1.3k and above. And today they're all going for like 800 coins and less, which is just really frustrating because now the sniping technique doesn't work. But you can snipe pretty much every right back for 950 coins and under, and then sell them for 1.3 up to 1.9k. So there was a lot of coins to be made from that technique. And because you could do all the right backs, all the gold ones, they were getting put up all the time. So you were picking up lots and lots of, you were getting like volume as well as making decent coins on each card. I really wish I'd taken advantage of it and sniped it a bit more at the time. But anyway, here we go. We're in the next round of the draft. We score a goal with Messi. Messi was absolutely fantastic at that centre attacking mid position, even though he was only on 7 chem. Look at this. He goes through and boom, 2-0 for the man. We are absolutely flying with him. And then, oh, here he is again. Look at that. What on earth is that goal? How has he managed to put that one away? I guess because it's his left foot and he is Messi. We go through with Sané, and this is the goal I'm talking about. This is Sané bread and butter right there. Run straight down the line. Like, centre-backs can't get anywhere near him. You know, no pressure on him, and he can just bang them into the back of the net. Easy, easy, easy for him, and we get a rage quit. So we are into the next round, and this is where the draft started getting a little bit crazy. This guy's got a decent team. He's got Shevchenko up front. And he's also got Pogba, De Bruyne, so very, very strong midfield as well as a strong defence and a good goalkeeper. So I was a little bit worried about this guy. And as you can see, as we go into the goal, the first goal... Are we ever going to go into the game? How long is this like loading screen? As we go into the game, he gets the ball in with Valencia. We try and head it away. It comes back out to De Bruyne, and in the 12th minute, he leads. Why has our De Bruyne never done anything like that for us? Now, we get a little bit lucky here, but unfortunately, the goalkeeper makes a great save. Really should be putting that away to make it 1-1. And as you can see, less than a minute later, he sprints up the other end of the pitch. Mane crosses this in. How does Salah get to this? I don't know what Plattenhard's doing. Oh my god, we're 2-0 down. I was absolutely fuming, and I was triggered, and I was tilted, and you can see that I put in a disgusting tackle with Mustafi. I quite rightly get the red card. It says I've got 2 red cards, but that was a glitch. I've only got 1 red card for the Mustafi. I changed my players around. We do get a goal back just before half-time, and someone in my Twitch chat was like, yeah, every time I get a player sent off, I always play so much better. Unfortunately, we go 3-1 down, but we were playing a lot better with 10 men than we were with 11. So maybe there is something to it. Maybe there is some sort of coding in the game that lets your players play at a higher level if you're behind or have 10 men. As you can see, Benzema puts this one to the post and Messi puts it away, 3-2 in the 71st. And then unbelievably, 90th minute cheese. Who loves a bit of 90th minute cheese? Well, I do. Here's Neymar passing it to Benzema. Benzema tries to pass back. It doesn't go through to him. He does eventually fall to him. And then look at this. Boom. In the back of the net. 3-all. Cheesy. I know. Please, EA, I'd rather not have scored that game and never see 90th minute cheese than have that goal and see it every game. Because it's just so annoying. But anyway, Ronaldo comes on for him. He scores a finesse shot after the fake Rabona. It was very, very nice. But Benzema, what is this goal? Look at the ball is under his feet. I just literally swing at it and it goes in. It's disgusting sometimes how these goals go in. Need more consistency in the 120th minute. You want cheese? You want more? Some more cheese? Some more cheese? There's some more cheese for you. 5-4 is the final result in that foot draft match. And it does propel us into the final. And I was like, after that, there is no way that we will not win the final. We have battled our way through. I mean, we've breezed it through the first 2 rounds, and then we battled through that game. We will win the draft final. We will get something amazing. But this guy's team is absolutely insane. I think the most dangerous player that he has is Perrin, because he was the one that really stopped me in this game. He was real thorn in my side. He also had Suarez, Messi. Very, very strong team. And yeah, you'd think after the last game where I had a player sent off and I had to play with 10 men for pretty much the entire game, I would have learned something. But apparently not, because we get a yellow card from Mustafi there. Dybala converts the penalty. Not only that, 3 seconds later, look, Mustafi at it again. I know it's not Mustafi, it's me. It's me, but I thought I could get that ball. I genuinely thought I could. The first one was absolutely terrible, but that one I genuinely thought I could get the ball. Unfortunately, Mustafi's off. We do get a little bit of respite because we do save the penalty, which was nice. Our penalty saving skills coming into effect again there. But unfortunately, yeah, it was just one of those games. Look at that. I mean, we didn't stop battling. We never stopped battling. We did exactly the same as we did in last game. Changed the team about. Tried our very hardest. We got back to just 1 goal difference. But this guy just sort of like tore away. Suarez, you can't... If someone takes a shot on the first time, it goes in. There's not really much you can do about it because... well, it's just impossible to do anything about. I thought I'd done enough to save or stop that one at the very least. Messi scoring an absolute banger. We do get through here. I would have liked to have... If this was 3-2, I would have still rated my chances. But because it was 4-2, the game was pretty much over. And everything he was touching was going in. Look at that. That is a goal from Thiago. I have to give it to him. But everything he touched was going in. It was so frustrating. We do get another one back here, but it was just too little too late. We're 2 goals down still, and there's only 10 minutes. Unfortunately, that is the end of that draft run. We get the semi-final prizes, I guess, which didn't show us what we got originally, but it was a gold players pack, which is a whole pack full of gold players with 1 rare, and then we also got a premium gold players pack, which was a 25k pack with 3 rares. So our first pack doesn't give us anything at all. After getting like knocked out in the second round, you would have been like, oh, you're getting to the final, you're going to get better prizes than that second round. No. This was the worst set of prices we had by absolute miles. We got Lanzini in this pack. Not really anything else that we could sell. And then the premium gold players pack. What does that give us? Well, it gives us a board player. But who does it give us? A centre. Well, it gives us a Spanish goalkeeper, Diego Lopez. He's worth nothing. He's literally worth zilch. So kind of frustrating. That you can get to the final and get better or worse prizes than you do for getting to the second round. But I guess that's just the luck of the draft, and I shouldn't complain if I want to continue playing draft. Anyway, we're going to finish this this episode off on a high. We're going to go and play a game in Division 3, I believe it is. If we draw or win this game, we get promotion. We can't win the title because I've drawn too many games in this division, but only a draw is what is needed. This guy was playing as 2, so there was a guest on his team, and you can see here that we split him open with Mkhitaryan. Look at that. Mkhitaryan just don't miss. Mkhitaryan just don't miss. Mickey T. He's just too blooming good. And then look at this. Little bit of luck. Ball pops through to De Bruyne, who does pass it to Martial. Martial into Mkhitaryan. He don't miss. He just don't miss. 2-0, and then we finish this guy off. Look, there's Mkhitaryan on the overlap once again, and he don't miss. He just don't miss. So a hat-trick in the space of 34 minutes for him. We get the rage quit, we get the points we need, and that does mean that we are going to get the promotion that we wanted. So now we're in Division 2. We actually got 8,800 coins for just competing or just getting promoted, which is absolutely balmy. Imagine how many we would have got if we'd won the title. But anyway, you can see some of the profit I've made from the right back Sarriá method that of course is no longer working. All of these were picked up for 950, 1,000 coins or less, I should say, 1,000 coins or less. So everything was sold for over 1,000 coins, which is decent, and some of them were picked up for like the 450 coin mark. So loads of profit, and we're going to finish the episode off on 545,000 coins. So there you go, guys. We start with 475 or something like that, up to 445, so 545. So we're not doing too badly on that front. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Smash the thumbs up if you have. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time. Peace!